Hello, Wesley here. Just want to take a quick second to drop some info on you. You guys may remember that on February 24th, at our second birthday celebration, Pastor Nathan delivered some really cool, exciting, incredible news about some things coming up in the life of our church. So let me recap those for you real fast. Number one, beginning April 7th, we will no longer offer an evening worship experience downtown at the Children's Museum. Instead, we'll offer 2 a.m. services, one at 9:30 and one at 11. Now this will accomplish a couple things for us. First, it'll make some space at our currently overcrowded 11 o'clock service. And second, it will allow us to offer the full-fledged Our World worship experience at both of our AM services. So we're jacked about the opportunity to reach more families and present the gospel to more kids. All right, we're just incredibly excited about this opportunity to offer Our World at both of our AM services. All right, and then the second announcement that Pastor Nathan made is just crazy, all right? He walks out on stage and here's what he says. Soon, we're going to be launching a brand new Revo Church location on the north side of town. All right, now, I just get giddy about this, man. Like, the fact that God has given us this opportunity to reach more people on the other side of the city just blows my mind. I'm so excited about it. And you'll remember that Pastor Nathan told us that details would be forthcoming. All right, so I'm filming this video right now that some of those details might come forth. All right, but before we get to the details, real quickly, I want to discuss the why with you. Why would we plant a new Revo Church location on the north side of town? Well, I don't know when the last time you drove up University Parkway and hung out on that side of the city was. But what you'll notice if you do that is that that's one of the most developed areas of our city. Right? You've got all of your shopping, you've got all of your entertainment, and you have a lot of residential developments. All right? So in other words, a whole lot of people live there. And statistics tell us that the overwhelming majority of those people do not know Jesus and they are not involved in a church. So we've got a couple options. Either we can do nothing and hope everything turns out all right, or we can start a church there and engage that area with the gospel. Well, if you've been hanging out at Revo for any length of time, you know we're choosing option number 2. All right, we're going to start a church there, and we're going to engage that area with the gospel. It's what Jesus has called us to do. All right, but I do realize, however, that the why begs the question, how? How are we going to accomplish what Jesus has called us to do? What's the strategy? Well, beginning April 7th, we'll begin holding launch team meetings. Now, a launch team meeting is just a service that anyone is welcome to attend. All right, but know this, the content at these launch team meetings will be specifically geared towards laying a foundation and building a team to launch the new location. All right, so we'll still worship together, we'll still study scripture together, but we'll also spend intentional time planning, praying, and preparing to launch the new location. Now, I want to be extremely clear here in saying that our goal is not to break up what's going on downtown at the Children's Museum and move a bunch of people from that campus and plug them in on the north side of town. All right, we want to reach new people and raise up new leaders. Okay, so while you're absolutely welcome to attend those launch team meetings, what we're hoping is just that God will stir in some of you a desire to be involved in that campus and to reach that side of the city. And if God does that in you, then by all means join us. We love to have you. You're welcome. All right, but just be aware, our goal is not to simply relocate current Revo members to the north side. All right, we want to reach new people on the north side. All right, so be clear on that. Now, a couple details about the launch team meetings. All right, they'll be held at First Baptist Church at 6 p.m. on Sunday evenings. And you'll be able to find the address at the end of this video at the bottom of this webpage. All right, now don't get confused though. Just because we're doing the launch team meetings at First Baptist Church does not mean that that's where we're saying the new location will be. All right, this is just one of the ways that God has begun to provide for us a space to do team building, to do some preview services, and to get some things off the ground. Okay, we're not saying that this is where that church is going to be. First Baptist Church has just been really gracious to open our doors and say, you can house your launch team meetings in our building. All right? Now, I know that this has not answered all of the questions that you're going to have about this new endeavor. So any questions you have, feel free to email us at info@discoverrevo.com, and we'll answer those questions to the best of our ability. But I would say this in closing. As you process this information, as you filter this information, please remain focused on the why. We've got to reach more people with the gospel. This is what Jesus has called us to do, to spark a revolution of life change through Jesus. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so you guys have a great week, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.